They will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Corey Grant with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, 78 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Grant. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Set, 180. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Switch. Point it right. SOS.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me. Real. Hey, 133.
Now Doug Marrone with a play clock almost out says, let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Recon, 132 fighter. Point it right. Check hot, bro. Hot. Kill.
They'll run on first down. Grant. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check.
Now a give, right side. It's Grant, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball, defense. Watch safety creep. Regular. Safety's creeping.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. The open man is Shark. It's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. This is Grant. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They will run with Grant. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Hey, alert! Kill!
Fournette, a first down carry. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Come on,
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught at the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, 76 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bullock good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first down, Grant. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. These two teams all tied after one. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Kill, turn up. Up. Check 49. Kings. Wide. Greystone, travel. Jim.
Mayfield to throw it. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Grant. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a give, right side. Grant. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing. Mayfield. That one complete. He finds Sharp. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Hey, alert 33.
Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Mayfield on first down. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the their own 30-yard line.
Got it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The 34-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Coming to you, coming to you. 6 guys, check 6 guys. X3, 218, chop. Hey, echo.
2nd and 6. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On the ready. He's coming, check in, check in. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Back. General West. Hey, orbit. Get it.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Going deep downfield for Rome. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
15 line. Get ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant.
Okay, baby, I see you.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
180. Pistol.
On 1st down, Grant. And he's got this down to the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Big ass, big ass.
Watch out.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Shit.
Run. Crunch. Hurry.
Flare.
Watch out.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He's brought down by William
Alert.
Brings up second.
Watch out.
On 2nd and 1, Mayfield. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now a give right side. It's Grant. That good for 19 and a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Let's get that ball right here. Rush in. Check. Point it right. Hey, alert 33. Check 31.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Corey Grant, as the first half is winding down, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and they will take a 7-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Josh Allen, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half.
Let's go, baby.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch this. Alert, 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 alert.
Here's Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Let's go, D. Regular, regular, regular. It's going to be a long day. Safe. Hey, alert 33. Up. Come. Watch out.
Now Mayfield. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Two-jet bomber. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Go! And Lobo.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's a 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Accelerating, and off he goes. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Glenn. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set 50, plant.
Right back to him on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
60 outlaw.
Check. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On first down. Glenn. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw now complete to Ross. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On 3rd down. Glenn. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run. This is Bernard. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
General West. Kings. Watch twins. Watch. Hurry. 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 I got it.
Now a give, right side. Grant. He's got a first down past the 30. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Run. It's just me and you.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
I'm going to hit you.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Hatchet. Check three. Real. Joker. I got you.
Again, it's Fournette. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Ricky. Mike 51. I got it.
Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Coming this way. Here we go. 44's the mic.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Uzama. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mike, watch the run, watch the run. 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike. All day, baby, all day.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit.
2nd and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Good. 180. Hey, alert 33.
This is Fournette, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Alert.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Regular. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
20! Touchdown, Jaguars! Corey Grant, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
You got block me. Check your hot read. Pistol. King. Hey, Alpha. 25. Check 25.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go back to Grant. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jaguars, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.